blows hard, and she runs on batteries. Yeah, AAA. She's quite the entertainer because she's easily entertained. Just put some peanut butter on her paw and she's busy the rest of the day. Cause it's Donna Watts, and yes sir, she's had her shots. She hunts at night and during the day she sleeps on a heat rock.
Aw, give a big round of applause for Adam White.
Adam White writing the theme song. I had no idea you had a heat rock in your home.
I didn't either. And we're going to share that applause with Kathy doing the sound tonight.
Yay, Kathy.
Yay.
Yay.
Hey, Keith McGill, how you doing?
Hey, Donna Watts, I'm good. I'm good.
So are you ready for Father's Day coming up?
I am ready for Father's Day.
I am. Well, you know, my dad passed away 4 years ago, so
Sure.
I like to adopt fathers for Father's Day.
Yeah, and I like to be adopted as a father.
Do you really?
I just go around to like 7, 8-year-old kids and go, look, get me something Sunday. Don't tell mommy. And then the cops come. I don't know what happens.
Always. It happens.
Always the police.
You know, tonight we are live in the studio, and that
it's
means...
very exciting.
It is very exciting. That means
Anything can happen.
Crazy.
It's like Wednesday on Mickey Mouse Club.
I know. I wish I had a duck to drop down from the ceiling like on Groucho or
Say the
something.
secret word.
And it drops. My luck, it would hit us me on the head, and that would be it. So, and you're seeing us live on your computer, or you're listening to us on the cloud, which means you have a life. So, no, just kidding, just kidding.
Which means you're not sitting around at 7:30. Which means you wish you were watching Jeopardy.
And so, since Father's Day is coming up, and we were talking about, you know, you're not a dad, but you'd play one on TV. I'm going to say for the first person who emails you, first dad who emails you, or first guy who might be a dad but doesn't know he's a dad, that emails you, Keith at CrescentHillRadio.com, is going to win this.
It is the talking drum of all males.
I'd like to thank Goodwill for all our great prizes tonight. No, I bought them. So we're kind of giving away charity, basically. Somebody gave this away. Now we're going to give it away, and they're going to give it away. It's just going to keep recycling.
It keeps going.
It
Recycle, reuse, renew.
I think this is the perfect gift for a father because, you know, the kids make all the noise. I think it's time for the dads to start making
That's
the
how
noise.
you call the kids to dinner on your fake Alaskan drum.
And you want to scare your kids, you know, put some paint on your face and run through the living room.
Well, what you do is you just hang that with a big light behind it and say, good night, Jimmy. You know, and then there you go. Just leave that hanging up there.
That's for the first guy
This
who
could be,
wants to be a dad, might be a dad, is a dad.
This could be yours.
Has played a dad, knows a dad, whatever.
Right.
First one.
And I'm online right now. I'm in the 21st century.
So we can tell who wins that. So,
right. So we're checking.
Now, we were going to have a special guest tonight who actually... He was on the Black Guy, White Guy show. He's not going to be able to make it, but we were fortunate to get a guest from the Goodwill.
We got a last-minute person.
Yeah, let's welcome Kyle to the show, everybody. Kyle. Hey, how's it going, Kyle?
It's great. Thanks for having me.
Oh, Kyle, you're looking good. Did you just get your hair cut for the show?
I did, kind of badly.
Well, it looks really good. Did you get that done at the beauty school?
I did. It was cheap.
It was cheap and... very stylish. You're all in fashion for the state fair. Yeah, that looks good on you.
Oh my God, state fair is coming up.
Wow, Kyle, you sound like Keith.
No, I just totally got excited when you say state fair.
Why do you get?
Because Carly Rae Jepsen's coming. Call me maybe.
Oh, really? So everybody will leave the stadium after she does that song.
Well, and go call her maybe.
And go call her. So, okay. So now Father's Day is coming up, and we know that you've got some really great things coming up. What's
Oh, tons. It's all Shakespeare. Evidently, William Shakespeare. I don't know if you knew this. 3 children.
Shakespeare?
Shakespeare had 3 children. He had a couple of twins and then a daughter he had.
Who did he have them with?
His wife, Anne Hathaway. Not this Anne Hathaway, because that would make her some sort of witch. But... his actual wife was named Anne Hathaway. So, yeah. So
what happened to his children? What did...
One of them died, and his name was Hamnet, after whom, theoretically, Hamlet is named.
So why didn't they just name it Hammett?
Because they didn't want people to. I don't know, Donna. Why are you asking? Put me on the spot. I just wanted to talk. And Father's Day, and here we go.
Oh, I like ham and eggs. That's good.
Ham and eggs. They almost named them ham and eggs.
Yeah, ham and eggs.
I don't like green eggs and ham. I don't like them, Donna. I am.
So now you're doing this thing with the Shakespeare.
Yeah, I teach in the Frankfurt area. I teach the Shakespeare to the young people, and they're going to be doing. If you're in Frankfurt, come to the Wade Oates Amphitheater, or Ware Oates or something. Oh, Mr. Oates has an amphitheater, and the kids are going to be doing a performance on Friday, the 15th at 3. So be there, support the children, and then just drive on down the street to Lawrenceburg Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and see As You Like It with grown folks at the Josephine Sculpture Park Amphitheater, what we're calling the Josephine Summer Stage. I'm going to be in that, so I'm all Shakespeare all the time.
You're a busy Othello.
I'm a busy Othello. Look at you. It's because I'm black. Why do you have to say that? It's going to be like that,
I have a thing for the Othello's fellows.
because they're mellow.
So I understand, Kyle, you've done a little Shakespeare at the Goodwill, huh?
Yes, I've done the Richard III at the Goodwill with his beard.
Isn't there's a great phrase that you are known for saying at the Goodwill. I think it's, is it to shop or not to shop? Is that, I think
to
that's.
shop or not to shop. That is the bargain.
You know, Kyle, he doesn't have anybody. He's just,
I didn't get it before because he's ahead.
He's ahead.
He's ahead of everyone. Oh no! What just happened? Oh, you hear that sound? That's a radio clicking off somewhere in the Highlands. We lost one of our 3 listeners.
You know, I did bring some pictures from my trip at the Goodwill where I met Kyle.
I'm sorry.
Actually,
slow. Back it up. Don't gloss over. You made pictures at the Goodwill.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes, I did.
Why not? Okay.
Why not? There's some great folks at the Goodwill.
They are. And
my friend Jesse, who gave me Kyle, because he said you need a man in your life, and let's just start with the head. So
work your way down. Start with the head. Next week a neck.
And
tune in.
So I said, hey, what does one do with the head? So we have a picture. We're gonna those watching can see. It's a picture of my friend Jesse from the Goodwill, and with the heads that he purchased, which happened to be 2 like vixen heads. Yeah, and I asked him, what does a man do with those heads? And he said, target practice.
That's
so
sweet.
When Jesse gives me something, I take it and I say, thank you.
Thank you very graciously. And then back away. Don't ever turn your back on Jesse.
I'm not turning my back on Jesse. And there's another picture of me in my Goodwill attire, my cap.
I'm sorry, what? You have an outfit to go?
Oh, yeah.
You have a Goodwill wear?
Yes, you got to dress it down.
You can't look too fancy.
Yeah, my friend Gary Brightwell gave me the cap that I'm wearing to the Goodwill. It's a comic hat, and I'm still wearing it. Not now. It's buried beneath all this, but yeah. So my head, and there's a picture of me kissing Kyle on this $3.50 price tag.
Donna kissing Kyle the head.
You can find a lot of great friends and items at the Goodwill. That's what I'm saying.
You get friends, items.
And I also brought a picture.
Big Alaskan drums.
You'll know why I shop at the Goodwill, because given the how we're known at our shows where we go to, our billing. We've talked about this when you and I pulled up at a gig in Palmyra.
Right.
You can go ahead and sing the song. Palmyra.
Palmyra.
Keith and I pull up and we see on the sign it says comedy and bait.
And we didn't know which one we were.
And
I think Donna was the comedy. I was literally bait. So that was a short show.
I ran across a picture I took back this past fall of a place that actually the comics were listed underneath the drink specials. That's really sad, isn't it? Have a Bloody Mary and enjoy the comedy of Donna Watts.
Somewhere in Indiana that said Friday night, Keith McGill, Sunday, NFL in HD. So I squeaked in just ahead of a big screen TV.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man.
Lucky.
Well, at least you were on a lit billboard, right?
I was on
See,
one of those with like the plastic letters you slide in and out like Wendy's.
Well, see, this one that the folks are seeing on their computers right now, that one is a dry erase board. So that
I've had the dry erase board.
Have you had the dry erase board?
I've had the dry erase board. I've had the chalkboard.
Oh, goodness gracious.
I've had I showed you the one where I was at the subway on the subway stage.
Oh, really?
It's like, I was writing it. The subway stage got billing, and I was written in what could only be called a Sharpie. That was not permanent. I was going to be ripped down for a new comic to be written in Sharpie the next week.
Gosh, that's sad.
It is a little sad, isn't it?
It's very sad. So now, okay, you're not a dad, and I'm obviously not a dad.
Not yet. Technology's always working, though.
There's that internet. We can always hope. But for just a couple bucks a month, we can. No, so if you were a dad,
sure,
what would be like the dream gift that you could receive from your child?
Get? Yeah. I'm gonna have to say retirement.
Retirement.
An IRA. Daddy, here's your IRA. Who's Daddy's little angel? You are. This is non-tax rights of Roth. Good boy.
Or maybe your kid would think an IRA is like a Jewish man. An IRA. Here, I'm getting you an IRA. I forgot. I couldn't believe I was so busy with, the photos of friends at, the Goodwill that I forgot. But I have come up with a little, few cards for the.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so our audio greeting cards. Yeah, you got to have our audio greeting cards required. Here's one that I don't think Hallmark has yet. It says on the outside, it says, "Happy Father's Day, single dad." Inside it says, "I'll have dinner with you if your baby's mama won't get mad."
Aw, that's sweet.
Yeah. So do you have any Father's Day cards?
Yeah, it's actually one of these on the outside it's got a bunch of monks, and then like the Father Superior or whatever would be, and on the outside it says, brother, you haven't been eating very well. You don't look healthy. And then on the inside, you open it, said, "Forgive me, Father, for I'm too thin."
That's really good.
Isn't that cute?
I like that.
Isn't that cute? Happy Father's Day.
Well, we're going to keep the theme of giving and fathers and all that because if there's a dad out there, preferably an Othello dad out there who would like to email.
She means black. Let's not beat around the bush.
Who wants to email me?
A little bit of Mandingo. That's all right. I saw the movie.
Did you really?
I did. It's really horrible and fabulous.
At the same time?
Yes. Together.
Wow. The first one that wants to email me, Donna at CrescentHillRadio.com, you're going to walk away with this dream. Oh my gosh.
You're going to walk away.
You're not. Well, you can't find these in the store, okay? You ready? You going to give me a little drum roll on your drum over there?
Oh, sure.
Nothing says Happy Father's Day better than a solar squirrel. Yeah. That is the gift that keeps on giving. So if you want to see the glow on your father's face, or
right, we call him Nuki. Nuki the solar squirrel.
If you want to embarrass your neighborhood, or this would make a great nightlight too. This is a babe and dog magnet right here. So the first guy who emails me at Donna at CrescentHillRadio.com will definitely be walking away with this goodie from the Goodwill.
Oh, hey, I got an email.
You did?
No. No, I didn't. I just thought I'd say that, whether or not it's true.
I'm just going to put the solar landscape squirrel up here just to tease people, entice them to send an email.
Email. You want the squirrel.
We're just going to say thanks for listening right now. That's what I'm saying. Thanks for giving. You're welcome.
Okay, and when you're thanking yourself for giving.
And I also, we're not going to forget about the ladies or the kids. If you're a child or, you shouldn't be listening to. No, I'm just kidding.
If you're a child, go to bed.
If you don't have any money, be creative. And I'm going to help you with that. Another little gift from the Goodwill coming at you. It's making cards in a weekend. So I can get this in the mail to you tonight, and you can be making a card.
You could be making your
for
Father's
your
Day
dad.
card. Exactly.
Which this book, I don't think was written by somebody that was really very creative, although they sold it and are making money. Basically, if you have glitter, glue, and paper, you can make a card. Is what I'm saying.
I think it's like the Thanksgiving card. Put your hand on the paper and trace it, and I put feathers.
Right. Kyle, have you ever made a card? Kyle's falling asleep. Okay, Kyle.
Oh, great. He doesn't even like our show. I don't know what that's about.
And, and something else, too, that's a great idea for Father's Day, the gift of laughter. A lot of great comedy taking place around the Ville and around the state this week and next.
And Statesville?
In Statesville, yeah. It's sometimes if you just want to get out and take a drive, Lexington, our neighbor, has a really good comedy club. And
Tim Wilson, right?
Tim Wilson's there this week.
I love Tim. Hey, Tim, shout out. I'm sure he's listening.
So he's going to be there the 12th through the 15th. Joey Coco Diaz. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of him, but he's kind of dicey, but he's funny.
Ooh,
he's going to be there on the 20th through the 22nd. And those who like to do open mics, just hop in your car. And on the first Tuesday of each month for 7:15 open mic at Comedy Off Broadway.
You can come to it. And somebody, our little pixie, Donna Watts, is going to be at the Grand Theater in Frankfurt on the 20th.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you just found that out?
Yeah, I just found
Yeah, I looked it up. I'm glad I'm here for you.
I'm glad you are.
Because you would have been there Saturday and be like, you're fired.
Yeah, I knew I was going to. I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be great because that's a nice theater, I understand, in Frankfurt, our capital. Yeah, maybe the governor will be there. Not. And this Friday, which is June 14th, great show at the Bardstown here in Louisville. The Young, Dumb, and Full of Comedy show starts at 10 o'clock. You've been to that before, haven't you?
I have been. I've been all three of those things.
Oh, really? And the Funniest Dad competition continues at the Caravan, the Comedy Caravan, tomorrow night.
That's right, Wednesday night. Go
out and give Brad Lanning a shout out. He's going to be competing in that.
Also, Rick Haynes, a comic that took my class with me. Go see him. He's a funny man.
Oh, he's going to be there too?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. That'll be a good show. That's tomorrow night at the Comedy.
And I believe God himself is going to be there. He's a dad.
He is a dad, big dad.
He could be like a ringer.
I think he's already.
I don't know.
Yeah. And Dave Williamson is going to be there. I don't know anything about Dave, but I'm sure he's funny because he's at the Comedy Caravan.
There you go. Otherwise, he'd be at the Sadness Caravan.
June 13th through the 16th. And I'm very excited about this because, not because he's a brother, but Spike Davis. Our own homeboy Spike is going to be there June 20th through the 23rd. So make plans. And he's a dad as well.
I heart Spike. Spike was sort of my idol when I was trying to start doing comedy.
Really?
Spike got me into a lot of shows that I completely ruined early on. And he still talks to me. So
Spike's he's a very nice guy. I remember Spike when he was a lot thinner and he wore those leather pants. Do you remember that?
Oh my God. And he had the Jerry curls.
Yes.
Stop the bus.
And he did a joke about, I'll never forget, Chic Chic.
Oh.
Because that was then, she caught fire running to the bus stop. Anyway, you have to go. So go see Spike Davis, and maybe he'll do those vintage bits for you. And I think this is pretty cool for those maybe on the Indiana side of the Ohio. This Friday night, another show that is I don't know if these guys are fathers, but they're men. And it's called Bald People Are Funny Too. It's at the Quad Cafe. Features Thomas Myers, Kevin Paul, and it's hosted by Janelle Fitzpatrick, who's not a bald man, but a good host nonetheless.
She's a good host. She's going to shave her hair for the show, I believe. You need to go see her.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's at the Quad.
That's what I'm telling people. They go, she's not bald.
That's a hat.
That's a skin hat.
And then if you are bald and you're a man or not, or you're a woman who wants to be a bald man, the list is this Thursday night, as always.
Thursday night.
at the Comedy Caravan.
Good times with the list.
So if you want to try some comedy, you can do that. 18 and over starts at 10 o'clock, and it's only $2 to get in. So
Go.
lots of great comedy coming up.
Good comedy. I'll do one more shout out. I have my little T-shirt on. If you're seeing me on TV, you see my Shakespeare Behind Bars T-shirt, which is very cool. Organization that they go into prisons, and they have groups of guys who actually do Shakespeare, straight up good stuff. And we have one right here in Louisville. It was started by a guy here in Louisville. So in LaGrange at the Luther Luckett, they're going to be doing Richard III on June 17th through the 20th. You should go see it. Go to ShakespeareBehindBars.org and get ticket information and stuff. My good buddy Matt Wallace runs that. You got to go see it. So cool.
So
yeah.
where do they do that? Do they do it? They don't do it in the prison.
In the prison, yeah.
They do?
Yeah,
So the public can go to the prison?
Yeah, you have to go. I mean, you have to take your ID. And,
just don't wear orange because it could be problematic for you.
Or a jumpsuit of any kind.
Leave your stripes at home.
Leave your stripes at home. I said, you don't wear stripes. I don't care how skinny they make you look. Don't wear vertical stripes. It's like the Keystone prisoners now, like prisoners from 1953.
File cakes not welcome.
Don't bring a cake. If your cake sets off the alarm, that's a sign.
So now, if it's a men's prison, do they play women as well?
Yeah, just like the old-timey Shakespeare days. The men play women and whatnot.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fascinating.
It's really great. You got to go see it. I mean, the first time you go, it's like, wow, we're in prison. They're going to shank me. And only a little bit, not a whole lot. It's just like a little shank. Everybody gets a little shank.
Shankette.
Right. It's like when you go to the Louisville Slugger Museum, they give you a little bat. They just stab you with like a nail file. Just
they
so
give
you
you an emery board.
So you have they stab you with an emery board just so you have the experience. They have emery boards to say Luther Luckett.
So I didn't know that. So the public can go to.
So the public can go. Yeah, just go to ShakespeareBehindBars.org and get your tickets.
And no, you cannot get your license tags early.
You can't. No, they don't. They don't even make license
that.
tags anymore.
They don't.
No, I don't know if they do or not. They might. I don't know.
Well, that's exciting.
I know. You got to go see it. It's good stuff.
But I really enjoy when your shows with the children.
With the children.
With the children.
Right.
Because. Now, I did go to one that you had a few years ago that was at Central Park here in Louisville. Right. And Keith added a little hip-hop music in it. It was really cute.
Oh, the kids were great. They were terrific. They were great.
It was awesome. So summer really it is educational, too.
It is educational. You can learn in the summer.
Even though it's hot. And
even though it's hot, you can learn some things.
My hair was it was really curly, until I got outside. And
yours was.
Craziness.
I had hair till I went outside, and then
it all went off.
All
just
gone.
All
now I can do the Ball Guide show though. So
yeah.
I'm glad I didn't get a call. Thanks, Janelle.
I have one more little fun tip that you can. Obviously, we're talking about learning in the summer. A little craft tip for those that are watching or listening. And if you're listening, I'm going to tell you how you do this. And if you're watching, you'll see.
Then you won't be able to. We'll turn the sound down and just watch.
You go to those movies, the 3D, and you get those glasses.
Sure.
Yeah, and then you just when you leave the theater, they ask
have to give them back.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, no, you've paid for those, so I think you should keep those. So I brought a picture of it. What you do is you take the glasses home with you, and you simply put a little Elmer's glue dot on each side and put a googly eye on there. And you have some crazy, crazy glasses that when you go anywhere, you're going to get served first. You're not going to have to stand in line.
You can cut in front of people because people think you're crazy.
It's a great craft, and it's like a free access pass to a lot of things that you would probably not get such quick attention for if you didn't have the googly glasses.
They're such a googly glasses.
So,
not to be confused with the Google glasses.
With the Google glasses.
Where you can look stuff up with your eyeballs.
Our guest today was going to be Cleveland, who is training. He's a comic / dog trainer, so he's going to be on our next episode. So if you got dogs, you'll definitely want to tune in.
And you want to train them to fight.
And be funny.
No,
if you want your dog to tell jokes, then...
hilarious. I've seen his dog, and it's hilarious.
Is his dog funny?
Oh, my God. This one joke, I can't.
Oh, his dog.
When my Weimaraner sits around the house, he sits around the house. I thought I'd fall out of my chair.
My poodle's hair is so curly.
How curly is it?
Well, I'm not, making fun of my dog, but I mistook it as a Brillo pad. That's what I'm saying. It was a great poodle.
Oh, no.
You're funnier at this than I. Yeah, the dog humor's not our forte, obviously. I want to give a quick reminder, too, for the women who are listening who want to try comedy. There's going to be the No Balls of Meat female comedy contest that starts at the Bardstown on July 6th. So start writing those jokes, ladies, and you can come up and give it a try. I'll be headlining on the July 26th show, which is the finals.
Is that also Janelle again?
And that is also Janelle, so check that out.
She's a busy lady.
And listen to all the great shows here on Crescent Hill Radio. We're so proud to be one that's listed. And send us your comments if you want. We'd love to hear from you. And the folks here at Crescent Hill Radio, we love our listeners, don't we?
We do. We love our listeners, all 7 of them. One for every day of the week.
So check out the schedule on Crescent Hill Radio because there's other great shows. There's the Crescent Hill Radio Comedy, the Comedy Hour that
right, the CHR Comedy Zone
before that is on before us. So lots of great shows, and we hope that you'll keep listening and supporting live comedy here in the Louisville area and out in the state. So lots of great things coming up. We appreciate it. Any final thoughts from you today?
Happy Father's Day, Mom. That'll confuse your children. What? What?
You might just get off. Well, you are kind of a dad. You've got a cat, so that's a good thing.
I'm a cat daddy.
You are a cat daddy. And,
I got 2 cats.
And
I have 2 cats.
Maybe they'll leave you a little, bird or something on Sunday.
We can only hope.
That would be great, wouldn't it?
That would be really great.
A little hairball that,
I cuffed this up for you, Dad. Oh, that's sweet.
Nothing says love like
Nothing says love like scraping stuff off the rug.
Maybe, they could shape it into like a crown or something, that hairball. Just form it into something that dry and is a paperweight or
stick it to a piece of paper and put a paw print.
They're creative. So anyway, well, thanks so much for listening. And again, if we haven't checked our email, so we don't know, but if you want the Solar Squirrel, email us now, Donna at CrescentHillRadio.com.
I got a $2.50 drum. Come on now.
If you're interested in the drum, then email Keith at CrescentHillRadio.com. And the book, it's up for grabs as well. So email us, and we're going to be back in 2 weeks. We hope that you'll be back with us. And if you're listening and you like the show, tell a friend, and they can listen to us on the
internet.
Exactly.
SoundCloud.net.
That's right.
Okay.
So we're going to be back in 2 weeks with a lot of fun and a special guest, and we hope that you'll be with us. Thanks for listening.
Cause it's Donna Watts. She was made from a bucket of body parts. She's got a centipede's liver and a buffalo's heart, and she runs on batteries.